Hey, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from MarkwoodMen'sBreakfastClub.com.
And together, the three of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again to Tobacco Advent 2018, Day 5. Welcome, boy.
Hey, thanks. Welcome to you.
And I'm just going to set my phone for airplane mode, because I'm getting nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible tonight.
We try so desperately to, once we sit here to Google things, and it just doesn't work. Why we're smoking already is we finally figured out what we're doing wrong. Last year, we hit upon the idea to start smoking the tobacco at the very beginning, and then that way we didn't waste our time doing that while we were reading the letters and things. So,
especially since the idea of us stuffing these bags is fake now. We used to put the tobacco in the tiny bags, and that was a pain. So we stopped doing that so we can read these letters. And this one is awesome.
So, first off, what are we smoking? That's in the letter, I guess.
So the letter begins, this is from Adam Kime. The letter begins, tobacco sample, Suzy's blend.
Is it Kine or Kime?
Like lime, with a K.
Kime.
Suzy's blend is what we're smoking. Season's greetings, gentlemen. Warmest regards to you, good sirs, in this cold season. Actually, it's pretty nice right now. Thank you. Allow me to thank you.
Although I do have a cold.
It is a cold season, then. Allow me to thank you both for your excellent video content and the time you devote to producing it. Tobacco Advent, in particular, has become something I look forward to every year. Now, to get down to brass tacks, the tobacco I've sent you is called Suzy's Blend. To be honest, the chances of it being Lane's BLWB are extraordinarily high. In fact, I would set the likelihood of this analysis at about 95%. The other 5% representing whatever other substance was already clinging to your fingers when you started packing your bowls with Suzy's Blend. I send this tobacco to you not so much because it's unique, but rather to mention the establishment where I purchased it. Gentlemen, I live in a pipe-smoking desert. Were my neighbor to come to my door telling me that he saw someone smoking a pipe in Ashland, Ohio, I would invite my neighbor inside, pour him a strong cup of black coffee, and assure him that the chances are that he simply mistook a wandering unicorn for a pipe smoker. As lovely as this area between Cleveland and Columbus is, that, gentlemen, is how rare it is to see anyone smoking a pipe here. Nevertheless, there are two oases for the pipe smokers in the city, in the next city over, Mansfield. The first is an establishment called Tobacco Road and Walls Pipe Repair. Tobacco Road and Walls Pipe Repair. This shop is owned by Jeff Walls, probably the only man within a 200-mile radius who can make and or repair briar pipes. Mr. Walls' pipes are on display at his shop and can be purchased at very reasonable prices. The other establishment is where I purchased this tobacco, the City News and Suzy's Smoke Room. In the case of Suzy's Smoke Room, the business was established by Suzy's father nearly 80 years ago as a place for people to buy their newspaper and stock their tobacco supply. So, and that is kind of reflected in the sticker here on the bag. 79 says City News, Suzy's Smoke Room, 79th anniversary, Mansfield, Ohio. In recent years, Suzy converted the shop into a comfortable smoking lounge and installed a walk-in humidor for her stock of cigars. The shop hosts local bands for small concerts and serves as a great gathering place while visiting Mansfield's thriving carousel district. When I walked into Suzy's shop the other day, saying I was looking for pipe tobacco to share with you, a wise-looking man sitting on a leather couch on the far side of the shop called out, "Go with Suzy's Blend." Since I make it my policy to always take the advice of people sitting on leather couches while smoking, I made no delay in buying that very tobacco and sending it to you. And so, if either of you gentlemen find yourself in northeastern Ohio, both Tobacco Road and Suzy's Smoke Room would be worth a visit. Who knows? Perhaps next time I stop in at Suzy's, you might be the wise men whom I find there sitting on leather couches while smoking. With prayers that you have peace and joy this Christmas. Adam.
Awesome.
We want to read that. It's so great, and wanted to let you guys know if you're ever in that area to stop by those shops.
Tell them you heard about it on Markwood Men's Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Adam, thank you for this.
Yes, Adam.
So,
it really is a shame that nice establishments like that are going away. And so many of them are struggling with how to deal with the FDA and what that means for them. I was at the Tobacco Wharf in Dayton recently, and I was asking them about the pouches of tobacco. I used to go in there and grab a 2-ounce pack of, what was it? Rum Runner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking around for that rack that they had with all their prepackaged tobaccos, and there's none to be there. And I asked the guy, I said, where's all your... Because they're in the process of remodeling. They've added a new lounge and everything. Really nice place. And he said, well, don't know what you know about what the FDA is doing. I said, oh, yes. He said, when we put those into a package, that makes us a manufacturer. So we can't do that. We're selling everything in bulk, and that's the way they go. Used to be you could go in there and they would invite you to fill your bowl with any tobacco you like while you're hanging out and just smoke a bowl on them. Can't do that anymore. Now they could charge you a small fee to do that.
Order or something.
But man, it's neat to hear that you've got a place, and we wish Suzy well.
Well, it sounds like Suzy's done something smart in taking what has already been established and converting it into something that can be more than just a smoking place. The music venue. We have a couple of places around here that have really taken to heart becoming just gathering places for people. And people go and they hang out, and they may not be as profitable as businesses as they once were, but it's a way that they've been able to pivot, still service the customers that appreciate what they have always been able to offer, and so it's really smart that Suzy's done that.
Speaking of that, at the Wharf, their lounge is open if you spend $10 in tobacco on your visit. Also, you can now become a member. You can pay them something like, I'm making these numbers up, $30 a month, plus it gives you a locker. You can store tobacco there. And I said, so you could bring in your own pipe tobacco or cigars? And he says, yeah. I mean, of course, we'd rather you buy them here.
Sure.
But I would imagine at $30, I think at a $50 level, they're probably making more money on that $50 than they would if they sold you $50 worth.
Right.
Not probably. They would be making more money.
Yeah, the place I visited in, I don't even remember where I was, but where I met up, we went to Pipe Shop. They had membership levels there. One of the trips I took, met up with somebody. I'm so sorry.
Where were you?
Blanking. I'm blanking on all of it. I don't know. I was out west somewhere. Oklahoma City, maybe?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma City. So out there, the shop that we went to, they have membership, and it was an expensive fee, but you're supporting the local business that you love, and part of being a member is you got reduced prices on for yourself, and then also for other people that would come in, and so and I think to use the lounge you had to be a guest of a member, or you could pay for like a one-day lounge pass. And
interesting
so
idea.
kind of similar concept.
Hope they do well with that. All right, question of the day. Thank you. I haven't had a single paper cut this year.
Just wait. What is the weirdest Christmas tradition your family has?
That's tough because it's our family, so how could it be weird? I mean, we only have a couple of them, right?
I guess. Yeah. Not a great question. For us growing up, one family tradition that people find weird is oftentimes on Christmas we end up going out for Chinese buffet often. Now that originated with us traveling oftentimes traveling on Christmas Day, and that's the only restaurant that's open, and it's carried over now into the present day.
It became the tradition, didn't it?
Yeah, so we'll all go out for dinner there. That's a tradition with our family.
Well, and our Chinese buffet figured that out, and they have a special on Christmas Day where they put the crab legs out and a bunch of other...
Jack up those prices.
Yeah, of course, but I forget what else they'll put out that isn't normally there. Turkey and stuff like that.
Right.
A little bit more Anglo food.
With my wife's family, we'll go to. We started a tradition a couple years ago where we would go to my mother-in-law's for midnight Christmas, and that was just to accommodate everyone's schedule. We got together at midnight, had Christmas, all of our Christmas activities from like 12 till 2, and that's when we got together. And we did that for 2 years at midnight, and then my wife's grandparents moved here, and so to accommodate them a little bit more, we moved it back to 7 or 8 for midnight Christmas. And then this year, I think we're going to be having midnight Christmas around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Still calling it midnight Christmas. So, but
really?
On Christmas Eve, yeah, because it's easier. It was a good way, a very thoughtful way, really, for her to accommodate the fact that now her children, her 3 kids, are married, have kids, some of them, and are. It's easier to work around Christmas plans when you're not doing them on Christmas. It is taxing with 3 kids to jump between family houses for different, Thanksgiving meals, Christmas meals, pack up the kids, go someplace else where they're now supposed to behave and be, good little performing children. It's difficult. So it's nice having days in between.
Okay, so I think I have mine, and it's not weird to us, but I think having heard from other people and having other people experiencing it with us, apparently it is weird. But on Christmas Day, when the kids are opening their gifts, one person at a time in the room is opening their gift. One person. So sometimes the kids actually will do a drawing for who gets to go to the tree and pick something. We've done it a lot of different ways, but basically trying to slow the process down and get the kids focused on being thankful for the gifts that they receive. We've been to some homes where it's a free-for-all, and the packages are getting opened, and some people are opening the wrong packages, and
Christmas over in 15 minutes.
It's over, and no one said thank you,
right.
And you don't know who gave you what gift. And I've had people, family members, in fact, who've come for that, and they're like, we're 3 hours into this, and we'll stop for lunch sometimes in the middle of gift opening.
I agree with them. It's way too long now that we have 7 grandchildren involved. It's way too long. Too much. It's nice. I appreciate it.
It's been our
But it
tradition.
takes a long time.
It's a weird tradition. We've been doing it for forever, and maybe we'll change it.
Yeah.
When we get the exact same gift for somebody, or like my sister-in-law will get the same thing for me,
Everyone
and
opens
Seth
up.
and Nathan.
Right.
We'll all open those gifts at the same time. Otherwise, as soon as the first person opens up their spud gun, we're all over there wanting to play with it. So Marcy makes sure that all of us get the same toy.
Now, one thing that's nice is that we started doing since we now have so many young kids is we kind of, the parents, so we'll do Christmas with our kids. We're not taking our stuff over to do the communal gift opening, and my sister's doing the same with her kids, so that the number of gifts that we're doing together with everybody is reduced. So it only takes...
Well, you're opening the gift of the people that are present.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, that's it. How about you? What would other people think is a weird tradition that you do? Hey, let's just not limit this. During the holidays, right? We know not everybody's celebrating Christmas this time of year. Is there anything weird that you all do? Tell us about it in the description down below or the comment down below. And if you shoot a video response, which we'd love to see them, put a link to that down below as well.
Adam, thank you for the tobacco for Suzy's blend. It was
good choice.
Yeah,
I smoked that fast. I don't think I packed my bowl.
Did too
enough. So it was a pretty quick smoke.
Mine got hot. I had a moment of roof of my mouth bite.
Oh,
that caught me off guard.
Roof of your mouth bite. That's a new bite.
Is it? You don't get that?
There's not a name for that.
I mean, it's
tongue
not
bite is tongue bite. So.
Yeah, but it's not tongue bite. I mean, it was like tongue bite, but it was up and it hit me. You never experienced that? Am I weird?
have, but it's not. I don't know that I've ever heard it called roof
but what
of
do you
my
call
mouth
it?
bite. I don't know.
You call it tongue bite? What would you call that? You experienced it? That's your call to action today.
What's the weirdest thing you've had bit in your mouth with a tobacco?
Oh. All right.
Make it a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.